What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with more Emberfell Whispers from the Stars. Of course, I will be your GM, your DM for the night, Mr. Jumbo Thick. I'm joined by the what did we decide last text?
I voted on Chaos Company, but
the
I got
Chaos
Company of Chaos.
Company of Chaos.
Yeah.
A Chaos Company.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that works for me.
It's workshopping
it. We're still workshopping it.
We're always workshopping the name. We're always workshopping it.
But let's briefly, just quick introductions so we can get into it because we got a lot of ground to cover today. So let's start off with the one and only Pierce Galactic. If you care to introduce yourself, sir.
Welcome back to me. It's me, Pierce Galactic. I do play, as always, Beverack, the mighty, the bold, the warrior, once samurai, maybe once again. Missed last session, so I think I'm covered in shit and beat it pretty brutally.
Yes, you are. So is everyone else. Everyone else is also covered in shit.
I was told that, yeah.
Don't worry. Which then brings us to Jumbo Smooth.
Oh. Hello, everyone. I am Jumbo Smooth. I'll be playing the role of Rogar, son of Amu, this evening. 400 pounds, 7'5", Dragonborn for the Great North. Trying to figure out what happened to his clan. And hopefully nothing bad happens in this dungeon.
Hopefully nothing bad happens in this literal dungeon.
Yeah.
Let's scoot on over to the lovely Kayla.
I am the lovely Kayla, apparently. I am Valerie. I am a former elf turned damn pure. I am 5'11", 165. I have long white hair, tan skin, yellow eyes, and I have a bloodlust like no other. So, that's how it goes.
That is indeed how it goes. Which then brings us to, the one and only, Doobie 209. Been with us for a long time.
Yes, I'm Doobie 209. I play Dayu, the hobgoblin monk, covered in poop, slamming poop, swallowed some poop.
He did.
Real poop mouth.
Yep, he did puke, in fact, in the last fight. It was great. Which then brings us to Dan Decker. Double Dan.
Hey everyone, welcome back to the show. And I'm Dan, playing a newish character, Moog. Been around a few episodes at this point now. Bugbear, real tall, just a little bit taller than Rogar. But when it gets time to do the business, Rogar and Moog tend to step up. 1, 2, knocking it out of the park. Probably mostly covered in shit right now.
Yes, indeed. As we all know at this point. So last we left off, the crew had made a very treacherous trip through the sewers in an effort to make it into a hidden alcove, a hidden entrance into the Clan White Shroud, the castle's dungeons. Upon this journey, you came across a beast that pretended, or not necessarily pretended, used an aspect of a long-lost companion to attempt to lure the party closer into the literal filth and not so much a tower, but a large pile of corpses, so large that it actually raised itself out of the filth, indeed, below a ladder that led to your final, or your goal in this situation. The creature, not able to completely fool you, unleashed itself, with the party collapsing on it, fighting valiantly. However, Valerie had climbed across the ceiling utilizing Rogar's grappling hook to tether it to the ladder that was 60 feet away from where the solid ground that you were standing on was. And Brevrak had tied it to himself. to give you guys a focal point to climb across. Once the creature revealed itself, it promptly grabbed a hold of the rope, pulled Brevrak into the soup, where he was then swallowed whole. And it was a horrible situation. However, several people were poisoned, being exposed to the contagions inside of the waste of this situation, and ultimately, everyone recovered, with Brevrak still being swallowed whole. As you felled the beast, Rogar dove in to find his javelin, and then just so happened to pull Brevrak out of the gullet of the beast, floating him ashore, and then promptly all of you recovering. You took a short rest, so we already talked about that, Brevrak. Took about an hour just to kind of get your bearings, get to grips with what was happening. Then you made a trek across to the ladder in the ceiling. All of you had made it up the ladder and down a very tight hallway. It was tight, especially tight for Moog and Rogar being as big as they are. The rest of you, Brevrak's a pretty big guy too, just not. They're like almost like large creature big. So they're
big
really
muscles,
big.
baby. Big muscles.
Yeah, exactly. So the rest of you are Velry especially is comfortable. The rock appears to be very rough. Doesn't look like it was done with an expert hand. Put it like that. And you would come to a door, a very plain-looking door with a ornate handle that had the shape of a squid's head, where the lock was. And I believe it was Rogar. Were you in the lead? I believe Rogar was in the lead.
Yeah, I was.
Yeah. Rogar put the key that you guys had taken from one of the cultists into the lock and twisted it. And when he did, a series of runes flashed on the door. That was Siri. Series of runes flashed on the door and then dimmed, as if perhaps a trap was bypassed by utilizing a key. As the door began to swing in, that is where we are picking up. So, as the door swings in, you would see that, first off, do you have a light source with you? Anybody?
Do I have any of my torches still?
On the globe.
Would you like to light a torch, Perfect?
Here, let me help with the light here. And I will light a torch.
Yes, you will.
Damn it.
I will, let's see here. Let's roll a d20 real fast. Let's just see. A 5. Okay. Okay. All right. You strike a torch, Brevrak. There's a little burst of flame, like it gets just a little bit bigger than it should, and then it dims down. You have light. Rogar is the only one of you that needs light. The rest of you can see in shades of gray. So with the light, you at least can see colors. So it does give you more definition. Regardless, though, what you see before you is a corridor. Does everybody have the map that I sent?
Yeah.
Yes? Okay. So, what you're seeing right now is, in fact, a corridor, and you appear to be inside of a small room-like chamber. As you step in, Rogar, you can see that there is a cell door that is barred. It's just bars for a door. You can tell this is some kind of prison cell, more than likely. As you look around, you see that there is a withered corpse in the corner. It's hard to tell what it is without a decent check, if you would like to do so. but as of right now, it appears to be naked, devoid of almost all clothing, and it looks like it's been here a while.
Okay. Is this the Forgotten Cells on the map?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. You guys entered in towards the bottom here.
Okay.
The sewer passage right there.
Mm-hmm.
That little brown thing is the door you just came through.
Okay.
Now, interesting point of note here. Once you pass into this first cell, as all of you kind of come in, the door behind you closes, and if you didn't know it was there, you would not be able to tell there was a door present. It looks like part of the wall.
All right. I probably quietly try to go over and see if I can tell what this body is.
Give me an investigation check.
All right.
Are you going to utilize your spyglass?
I will.
Of course. You pull it up to your large reptilian
17.
eye. 17. So
Yeah.
with a 17,
What do we have here?
you've never seen a creature like this, Rogar. Though it is old and withered, it is thin. You can tell it's thin and very tall. For a lesser species, let's just call it. It's no dragonborn. It has very elongated face, very tall, almost flattish nose, and very pointy ears, almost like an elf. But the nose is sunken in slightly. The skin appears to be a yellowish green color, though rot has long since set in, so it's hard to tell if that's the natural pigment or if this is just a really, really ripe elf of some kind. But the bone structure is like elongated, all of the pieces.
Sorry, my internet's. If you said something. You said it was tall with yellow skin?
Possibly. It's hard to tell due to the amount of desiccation that's happened over. It looks like this is pretty old. Damn it.
Rex's gonna lean over to Belry real quick and say, "Can I get some of that poison cure real quick?"
Perfect is still poisoned.
Yeah.
And Rogar's frozen again.
Thank you, mighty warrior. I appreciate it.
It's at this point that the rest of you hear some coughing noises. Like the
Close by.
Very close by. In fact, Badayu, as you kind of look over, it's in the sack that Rogar has on his shoulder.
Oh no, snacks.
Rogar's frozen.
Rogar's frozen.
Go and check on the sack.
You go to look in the sack, and both Kobu and Snacks are laid kind of curled up together, obviously poisoned.
Oh no.
Nothing I can do for you, Kobu. Just stay strong.
And they start puking all over the stuff you guys have in the bag.
Gross.
Mm-hmm.
Should I?
Stuff later.
Are they worth my files, guys?
I don't know. It's up to you guys.
So I'm asking like the party, like if they want me to save them.
I wouldn't waste it on these two.
I don't know. Rogar does love his little friend quite a bit.
A message flashes across the screen. Kobu will remember this.
Snacks is very weak. His resolve is not strong.
It's true. Here's one
It
hit
would
point.
be a waste. So we press on. I dare not linger
just
in a
very
room.
intrigued by the dynamic of this group right now. Quietly
Reverac is actually
contemplating.
gonna. So looking at the map here,
Mhm.
so we're already through that first. Are we still in that first little room, or have we actually got into that main area where we see the text is?
You are in the first cell. You guys haven't left the cell yet.
I would like to investigate to see when I can open the gate for the door to the next one.
The door is open. It is open like
so
it is.
I'm going to go in the
already.
next one and start just kind of peer around. And
So you're going to
I guess
step
I'd
out?
like, do a perception if I can.
Okay, yeah. Give me a perception test.
All right. Let's see here.
Are those torches on the walls that can be lit as we go?
They are empty sconces.
17.
Okay, with a 17, you would be able to tell as you step into the next hallway. I'm sure that you're either brandishing or about to brandish your weapons if need be. You kind of step through the
torch in one hand, sword in the other, bro.
Sword in the okay. Sword's already out. Yeah.
It's
kind
out.
of take the torch and push it into the hallway. Very carefully looking about. You don't see anything in the hallway itself. You do see a door at the far end. Point of note, this is actually a large hallway. It is going to be about 80 feet long. So the map, think about that when it comes to scale of the map. These rooms are actually pretty big. The cell you just came out of was relatively large as well.
Okay.
So there are barred doors across from you. Now, when I say barred doors, I mean like it's a door and it has a bar viewing window. Does that make sense? That makes sense. Yeah. And there are 3 more cells that you can see that are all of them are currently closed. With a 17, you hear noises coming from the one directly across from you.
Can I discern anything about the noises? Is it just like splashing? Does it sound like muttering? Is it?
It just kind of sounds like shuffling, probably.
I'm gonna lean back, kind of head back to the door I came out, and stick my head back in. And we're not alone. There's something right across the hall.
By the way, I did use a vial to save snacks, just so you know.
Okay.
All right. Here we go.
But you left Kobu poisoned. Got it.
Kobu's stab you in the back.
It's true. It's true.
He's a beefy boy, too.
Understandable. Okay. All right. So you guys are stepping. What are you guys doing at this point then? Bervrak's come back and kind of said there's someone else here.
Those 2 rooms that are below Jay and I.
Let me look real fast. Pull up my map again.
That's the room you meant, right?
Yes. You guys are in the hallway
Jay, right?
labeled Forgotten Cells.
Okay.
You're in that hallway. The one with the open doors, the room you just came for, there are 3 other doors. Plus the door to go to A, room A.
Yeah. Well, what we're looking for isn't going to be down here in this room, so we press on.
Shall we investigate the noise across the hall?
You can investigate it. I don't care for anything that's down here. It's not our objective.
I'm just pacing back and forth on the ceiling, waiting for them to decide what to do.
So you're walking along the ceiling, Valerie? Okay. The ceiling is tall. You're looking at somewhere around, in this room, it'd be about 20 feet ceilings. So you just kind of walk up the wall, which is extremely creepy to most people, and then begin pacing along the ceiling. Valerie, why don't you give me a perception test from your very strange angle?
$21.
That's very good. With a 21, you would see that the room that you kind of get an elevated kind of peek down in through some of the bars. And I'll say all 3 of these rooms, actually. And you would see that the room that Brevrak is kind of interested in, you see multiple forms shuffling. Humanoid kind of shapes. It's dark, very dark. and it's hard to discern exactly who or what they are in that room. In addition, as you're kind of pacing up and down the hallway, if you are doing so, you would see that the other two rooms also have occupants. One of them appears to be somebody just kind of laying on the floor. And the other is somebody very quietly muttering to themselves and kind of like petting a shoulder, their own shoulder.
Do they see us at all? Do they know that we're there?
They do not, as far as you can tell.
Which room did Revrak?
The one directly across from the one you guys came in.
Right under J?
Yes.
Okay. But there's people in all three around us.
As far as you know.
Mm-hmm. Okay, well, I'm just going to relay the information to the rest of the party. Tell them about the little creepy dude talking to himself for show.
And you say there were several creatures directly across? Is that what you said? Like okay.
Yes. People or creatures.
Let's start walking towards A.
Humanoid shapes. Just walking towards A, Dayu.
Heading towards the door that goes to A.
Okay.
Because whatever's in these rooms has been forgotten.
Briskly walks past.
I will follow Dayu.
Do you give a glance towards any of the other doors?
No.
No, nothing. All right.
Is
anybody else? What are we? Is somebody trying a door?
I'm going with him.
Okay. Is anybody trying any doors? Nothing.
Oh, I don't want to split the party by staying here. Where's Rogar doing?
What is Rogar doing?
Fuck, I don't know. My internet connection's upsetting me. So you know better than I.
Whatever's been imprisoned by the sewer door is probably not something we care about.
It's up to you.
It's so far away.
There's people in these cells?
Yes. So there are many people or humanoid shapes inside the cell across from you guys where you came in. There is a person laying on the ground, not moving, in the cell next to it, and then the cell below that, towards the bottom of the map, there is a person kind of hunched down, somewhat close to the door, muttering to themselves and kind of petting their shoulder.
Real quick.
Yes.
Question.
Yes.
Having missed the last session.
Yes.
I don't know exactly if the path here was horribly treacherous or something that I would send people to as a way to escape. Was the dungeon?
There was a 15-foot drop onto a pile of corpses in the middle of sewage to get down the ladder to get out of here. And it was guarded by a vicious creature that you guys slew.
You know what?
So
I don't need to talk to these people because it's either let them escape or have to kill them to keep our secret. So you know what? I'm gonna follow Dayu.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. As you guys are moving forward, you will hear the one muttering to themselves, because none of you guys are stealthing. No one said they were, at least. Is someone there?
Nope.
And the shape very dimly gets up to the bar.
Oh, I go back. And
it is a woman, and she's very close to the entrance to A. So she's on the cell next to the one you guys came in.
All right, I go and talk to her. Maiden, why are you down here in these dungeons?
Please help me. And she appears to be a half-elf, Breverac. She's not very tall. She has blue-black hair that you can see with your torch and golden eyes. But more mysteriously, though she is a half-elf, her ears are split, forked. As well, there appears to be some kind of there appears to be some kind of bone-like crown growing out of the front of her head and wrapping around to the sides.
Oh no, that sounds a lot like the girl who kissed me and drained electrolyte from me. Suspicious. Just saying. Just saying. You wait here. We will rescue when we get back.
But don't leave me here. She's calling for you, Brevrak. She's calling for anybody that can hear her.
They're all in the other room already, right?
About to be.
They're about to be.
Wait, Dario, should we help this helpless maiden here?
I think we can get her on the way back. Wink.
There's something wrong with your eye, but yes, on the way back.
Why don't we have everybody give me an intelligence check real quick?
Oh shit.
Oh no. I don't.
Just a check.
Beverak's not very good at these.
A 7.
Oh, I can do lower. Hold on.
Moog,
A 3.
Moog got a 17.
Nice.
Velry got a 13. So I'll say
feeling
Velry,
pretty smart right now.
yeah, Velry and Moog.
Yeah.
You though you were only described this woman, you recognize her at this point as a individual of interest that was brought to the attention of several of you by Giddy Addy. This is Seti, the woman that the merchant asked you guys to look in on that disappeared down here.
Rogar took all the notes on that one.
He probably did. That's why I had the intelligence check. So,
I'm checking my notes now. I'm trying
Brevrak, you wouldn't have notes on this. It was last session and you weren't here.
Oh, I definitely
And
don't. Okay.
Moog says, "Hey, this matches the description of the person we're down here to look for."
Face is so big now.
It's Rogar.
I'm gonna do my Rogar. Oh
God.
You must be Seti.
So with
That's
that,
my Rogar.
Moog will attempt to loosen the gate around.
So you go to pull on it and it's locked.
Yeah. Well, can I bust it open with my strength?
Yeah, you give me an athletics roll.
Can we? I'm gonna ask
actually, this isn't
Seti-
athletics. This is strength. Sorry.
I'm gonna ask Betty if she knows of a way to get in. You know.
You want a straight up strength roll or?
Yes, strength test. Just strength check. As you kind of ask her.
That sucks.
Yeah, Mo, that's not gonna happen, Mo.
No.
Would you like me to give that a try? Maybe I'm too big to lock.
I'm too big. Can't get a good angle. Too strong.
So
that's it.
I will say, you've had one roll already. If you make another strength roll and you fail, the next roll will be pretty bad. So just throwing it out there. If we want to do a roll,
I'm gonna ask her if she knows of any way, if there's a key somewhere, or guards or anything.
I don't know. I was taken by men in strange garb. They had eyeballs on their faces, on their cheeks, their nose. I would just want to leave.
Okay.
I'm going to take a shot at the lock.
What is happening?
Wow.
What is happening?
Do we have Rogar and
Hold
Jumbo
on.
Smooth at the same time?
Dear God.
Hey,
Let's fix
bro,
this.
make sure you leave this in too.
No, I'm not leaving this in. I have to cut
Hold
this.
it. No,
Matt's
this is
fucking face was.
What is happening right now? It's like...
Hello.
As we were saying, now that we're all in, we're all good.
Maybe.
Maybe. Now we're all good. So she seems desperate. She doesn't know.
Well,
She doesn't know how she got in here.
We don't see like any.
You don't see. Yeah, you had a very good perception test. You don't
Right.
see anything like. You don't see like a set of keys hanging on a wall, which would be very on brand for this party. But you don't see any. However, you do see. First off, the door to leave here doesn't have a handle. It's just a door, and there is a protrusion that kind of sticks out of it where a handle would be, and it looks like a tentacle.
Of course it does.
To her cell?
No, this is the door that goes to room A.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, her cell door has like a handle and everything. It's just kind of it doesn't look like a
Gun.
it doesn't look like a super beefy lock, but this is definitely very old. So there might be risks for attempting to jostle it too many times.
Doesn't Brevrak have thieves' tools?
He does. If you'd like to make a check,
take a shot at it.
give me a check for it, Brevrak.
I'm praying to the gods that it's not poison and poisons me again. That's a 19.
Yes.
Oh, no, that's a dirty 20. Dirty 20.
Okay.
No, because I got proficiency.
Oh, yeah. Okay. All right.
Yeah, dirty 20.
So what you see, Brevrak, is you kind of come down to it, and though Mo jostled it, he didn't apparently do any damage to it, do enough damage. You can see where the lock was starting to kind of crumple in on itself, and this would have been a difficult task. But you very nimbly call on your old trusty skills that you learned at sea, which you're probably not so proud of.
Well, my father is not.
Well, at least him. You slide in a few of the picks and easily, quick, opens, and then it opens outwards. The door opens outwards. And Seti comes like spilling out. Her clothes are a mess. The rest of you kind of see this woman fall out. And she looks scared, look very scared, and she looks what's the word here? Not in her right state of mind.
Crazy?
Insane.
Whoa. Young miss, do not worry. We're here to help you.
Where am I?
That is the question we are asking. We believe we're in the dungeons below the castle. That is where we believe we are.
That's where you think you are.
Okay. We believe we are in the dungeons below the great castle. Does this sound familiar to you?
I was trying to procure something in the sewers. And that's all I remember.
Insight check.
Yeah, give me an inside check. Go ahead, Velry.
So I've never played with insanity before. So is there anything that cures insanity or?
Nothing that you have.
Okay.
No. No. Let's put it like this. Her sanity score is low. Let's put it like that. She is not in her right
Can
mind.
we find a potion somewhere? Or anything like that?
She needs a vacation.
She probably needs to have some little R&R at some
little
point.
R&R.
Before
and tickle.
Before she snaps. If she snaps, it's all over.
She could snap.
But yes. Regardless, though, as you guys are having this conversation, you guys begin to hear whispers coming from the cell across from her. Like creepy, like not even normal tones of voice.
I would like to do a perception check into that cell.
Moog, you kind of go ahead and give me a perception roll. Roll fast, Moog.
All right, perception.
I fondle this tentacle handle.
We'll go for that in a second.
One
11
point above average.
Okay. So Moog, you kind of peek up, utilizing a little bit of the light from Brevrak's torch, not much because it doesn't peer in here as well. But you kind of look over, and utilizing your natural dark vision, you can see that there is a man on the floor. He's definitely he's wearing traveling, almost like robes. Appears to be a high elf probably. and he is unconscious. But the whispers are emanating around him.
So he might not be the only thing in there.
There's a possibility.
Bring your torch over here.
Oh, of course.
Shine the
what is
torch a little closer.
With the torch, you don't see anything else. The whispers stop, though, when you bring
So
the
we
torch
try
over.
and get him out of there?
There's something else in there with him. I can't quite tell.
I-
He's asleep, but
I
there's
see
something
nothing.
else.
Dayu, you just grab the handle?
No, first I want to like hit it with like my scabbard, see if it's hard, soft, flaccid.
Okay.
Slimy.
Let me think how I'm going to do
It
this.
doesn't have a good half thick girth.
So you're just going to poke it?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna poke it.
Something's gonna get poked.
It's true.
Okay, you touch it with the sword.
Yes.
Just the tip of it. You kind of touch it.
The tip.
It feels
Doing this on purpose.
it feels spongy.
God damn it, Anthony.
Is it moist?
It is moist. There is a as you
scent to it.
pull your sword away, as you kind of touch it and then pull it away, there is like a mucousy film that drags from the handle onto your sword, kind of.
Okay. Does it react to it?
It doesn't appear to react, no.
Fuck. All right. I'm gonna touch it with my hand.
Okay, you just grab a hold of it.
Yes.
All right. In that case, let's
Don't want to ease into the
see
first.
what we got here.
There's no other way to open this, so I want to touch it.
So you just grab a hold of it. We're just grabbing a hold of it.
Chop it off.
We grab a hold of what appears to be a tentacle.
Yes.
And as you grab a hold of it, it wraps around your arm. It slithers out of the door, wraps around your arm, and you are restrained, Dayu. You and then suddenly there is a embossed face that pulls itself out of the door with a tentacled face. And I need everybody to give me sanity checks.
What, D20, is that right?
This
It's a D20.
3d6. Oh my bad. Thank you, Kayla.
Just a d20. Good job, Dayu.
They're all so terrible at sanity checks.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
Mine would be a 14.
15.
Mine's a 7.
7? Okay.
Robert,
It's a straight 4, by the way, because I have a 10
4?
sanity.
So let's
You
see here.
adding?
Dayu, Brevrak, and Rogar
Yeah.
fail. The rest of you pass. So here's what happens. Those of you that passed, you shield your ears as the thing in the door begins to screech an unholy like sound. It reverberates loudly. Dayu can't pull his arm away. He is stuck to this door now. As it does, it begins screeching. Those that fail, your ears begin to bleed and your eyes kind of go fuzzy for a moment, and you each lose a point of sanity.
Shit, I'm in the negative.
As you go down to a knee and your brain is racked with pain. Yes, Dayu is.
I asked you
9
what
now.
happens if I go negative.
You're starting
Yeah.
to have a
Oh,
little bit of a
man.
tick, Dayu. Right now, you're not quite yourself anymore. So as this happens, you guys hear on the other side of the door now. No, they're here. They're here.
That was
What are you guys doing?
from the other side of the door.
The other
that
side of the
Dayu
door.
just tried
You
to
hear
open.
it. Yeah, you hear like a voice echoing.
Do we recognize the voice? Roger and I, my ears are bleeding. but
No, you guys.
Does
would not-
anyone recognize the voice? Okay.
No, you guys. You wouldn't recognize it. You wouldn't recognize it.
Is Dayu still stuck in the thing?
Yeah,
Dayu's
Dayu's
stuck to this
freaking
door.
out.
And he's freaking
All right. Are we
out.
so? freaked out that like we won't get near where Dayu is?
No.
Could I grab him
Oh, no.
and try to pull him away from it?
I'm gonna go up
You can
and
try.
just try to rip the tentacle off his hands. Like,
Yeah, I'm gonna. We'll opposing.
Lord
Like
Marines
you
and Ripley
pull the
try-
tentacle,
yeah.
I'll pull Dayu's arm.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, I'll tell you what. I'll let one of
Somebody
you give
helps the
me
other.
a check at advantage. It'll be a strength check.
Stronger?
May I take that?
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, who?
I thought you're stronger than me.
Let's see
I got
who's
a plus
stronger.
3.
Everyone flex their muscles.
No, I think Breverak's stronger.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go Breverac. Advantaged, brother.
15.
That is just enough, Breverak, to pull him away. As
Quick,
you pull him
wise
away, Dayu, you are going to take only 3 points of damage as your flesh is stuck to the tentacles. It rips off. So you,
Got sucked down.
and the door actually swings open as you let go. It opens up, revealing a large room on the other side, very dark in here. Right there at the precipice of the door, you currently see something crazy just happened, I feel like. I guess we'll see. You see a large chamber. It is filled with implements of torture. There are spades. There's it appears to be the equivalent of like a few Iron Maidens. There are what I don't. Do you guys know what a rack is? Like for stretching people.
The country?
There are no.
Oh, that was good.
Just rack.
Inspiration.
Damn it! No, D
Give me
inspiration. for that.
inspiration.
So
Give my
there-
sanity point back.
Oh,
I want
and
my
this is
sanity point back,
this
too.
is
How
a
do we get that?
very big room. It has about 40-foot ceilings. As you guys take this scene in very quickly. Towards the center of the room, on several of these racks, there are just they look like possibly people that have been stretched too far, except they're mostly naked and their skin is a terrible, like light lavender color, and their bottom jaws have become unhinged and have begun to develop into like tentacles, but they're all stretched and desiccated. However, there is one rack towards the center that is kind of elevated, almost standing up, and there is a bugbear stretched to it. Breverak would immediately recognize the bugbear attached as the Captain Glazig of Clan White Shroud. He is
The real
stuck
one.
there, the real one, naked, completely naked, being stretched. You can tell that both of his arms are probably broken by how far they have been twisted. And there is an individual standing next to him that appears to be another bugbear in tattered kind of clothing that has a hood that drapes over parts of its faces with strange patterns on it. There's a large axe in its hands, just bloody and wet. As he looks over an overdeveloped jaw, you can see that there is actually a second eye, like a third eye down here next to his mouth, glaring at you as he turns back. You're not supposed to be here. And he kicks a lever next to Glazig's device. And as it does it, and he begins to, it is stretching him to an extent that he is going to die in moments. As this happens, one moment. As this happens, there are there are 5 cages tethered to the ceiling. As you guys look up, that begin to descend at the same time. And as the cages smash into the ground, they open. And there are humanoid forms stumbling out of them as the torturer turns and faces all of you. I'm going to need everyone to roll me initiative.
Oh yes.
Natural one.
All right, hold on just a second there, Mr. GM Thick.
Yes.
I'm going to expend one superiority die to my roll and use ambush.
Oh, okay.
Ooh. Was there light in this room?
I would say there'd
So
probably
that
be
makes
dim light in
my
several
initiative a
places.
21.
Okay, so you have a 21 mode.
Yes.
Got it. All right. Which then brings me to Valerie has a 3. That's impressive. 14 for Rogar.
10.
10 for Brevrak. And Dai, you got an 18. That's pretty damn good.
Is there enough light for Rogar to see?
Well, Brevrak does have a torch, so there's plenty of light for that. And I would say it's very dim lighting in here for the most part. It's very creepy and damp. Let me roll for my creatures real fast. Dear God, that's bad.
Yes.
Okay. But what about you, my friend?
What
That's
about you, my friend?
That's a natural 20, so...
What?
Plus... Okay. Yeah. All right.
Do this.
So, at the top of the round, first off, quick survey of the room. There's lots of debris, and by debris I mean torture tables and just things thrown out throughout this chamber. It's somewhat cluttered, but then open in the center where the torturer currently is. I believe that a certain Black Shroud might know the name of Rognak the Carver, the head torturer for Clan White Shroud. It is certainly him, though last time you saw him, he didn't have an extra eyeball. Brevrak, so keep that in mind. You have the equivalent of 60 feet towards the center of the room. Then there's a further 60 feet to the point that looks like it's next to the staircase. So this is a very, very big room.
Does it go up or down?
You don't know yet. You haven't gone over there. But it appears to be a somewhat open hallway right there. So, first in initiative is going to be Rognak, the Carver. Rognak is going to immediately reach down, and I will say that there is the equivalent of a time limit right now. You guys have 2 turns if you wish to save Captain Glazig from being stretched to death, just so you know. Before he will be dead. So Rognak is going to move away from Glazig, and he's going to move towards the exit, trying to escape what's happening. These creatures are falling down, coming out of these cages between you and him at this point. There are 5 of them. They appear to be, actually there's more than 5. 1, 2, 3. There are 6 of them. They look very similar to the humanoid creatures that you see stretched on the tables, with the exception that though they are the full size of a normal hobgoblin, they're, instead of just having the bottom jaw, the bottom parts of their face has become this kind of tentacle-like appendage, and they have multiple eyes across their forehead that has been kind of stretched. They're completely naked as well, and they don't appear to have sex organs. Don't know what's going on with that. Regardless, though, they're kind of spilling out, and they're making strange noises as they kind of fall out and then are standing. But Rognak is moving away, and he is going to dash to get into just right to the precipice, the entrance of that hallway. So all of you can still see him, but he is a pretty good distance away. Which will then bring me to Moog Broadjaw. It is your turn, sir.
As Moog uses his movement to get as close to the mechanism that might save the stretched.
It's 60. It's 60 feet. So
okay, so I'm only going to use 30 feet.
30 feet.
I'm only using 30 feet
to go over there. Mm-hmm.
On my way, I'm sidelining this guy I'm aiming for the eyeball in the cheek.
Okay.
I'm gonna use sharpshooter.
Oh shit! All right, give me a attack roll.
Yeah, give me just a second, and I'm gonna drop a superiority dice to offset that too.
All right. I will say
attack.
he does appear to be wearing some type of like chain armor.
Mm-hmm.
So just letting you know.
This might be. Well, we'll see what we get. We'll see what we get.
See what you get. Okay. See what you get. You never know.
All right, so let's roll this for the attack. Oh, good thing. I'm gonna add. Let's see if this even hits. It's gonna be terrible. Come on, let's max that out. Oh no, that was pathetic. Just sailed it right by him.
Sorry.
So with that, I'm going to hang tight at my 30 feet and make my next move to try and shut this thing down before it kills the guy.
You take aim and a bolt comes flying past Rognak as he kind of ducks down and it kind of skitters down the hallway. You can't stop us! You can't stop us! That's your turn, Moke. That will then bring us the Dayu then.
How far away is Rognak?
Rognak would be the equivalent of 60 plus he dashed. He'd be 120 feet from you.
If I run.
Now we'll say there are creatures in between you and him. Multiple creatures, 6 of these things. So chances are
step of the wind on
step
them.
of the wind, yeah, you'll just dash past them.
It's 80 feet though.
You wouldn't quite make it. And I would even, if you use a step of the wind, I wouldn't even make you have to do any acrobatics or anything to get around just the amount of shit in here.
Can I bonus action dash, step of the wind, and then action dash?
Yes. Yeah, you can.
Will that get me to him?
Yes, it will.
We'll do that.
Okay, yeah. Yeah, you...
Then I can't do anything.
Like, super fast. Just kind of... Dayu just kind of flies past you. One of the creatures very limply, like, tries to claw out towards him, but he's already gone by the time he passes. You see
like when the flash runs and it's like slow motion. It's like...
yeah, he kind of like parkours over a few tables, maybe knocking over something. He slides past and kind of slides next to Rognak the Carver. That will be the end of Dayu's turn, which then brings me to the Son of Amu. It's your turn.
All right. I guess I'll kind of try to do the same as Moog. I'll probably try to move up as much as I can, I guess.
All right. Yeah, no problem. Now, you guys are entering into this room. I just want to reiterate that these creatures are in this room with you.
Yeah. Well, I was going to try to move up as far as I can, but also getting in combat with one of the creatures.
Okay, yeah. I'll say that you kind of, in that direction, you move into the direction of one. What would you like to do?
I would like to bonus action rage.
All right.
And then I will take my great sword and try to recklessly attack one of them.
Go ahead. Go ahead and give me an attack roll. That
22.
definitely hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
All right. That will be 12 points.
That
great sword
is
damage.
more than enough to just cut this thing down as you slide. It barely stumbles out of its cage. It's making this weird, gross, kind of liquidy noises from its tentacle mouth as you just slice into it. It just kind of falls over dead.
Okay. That's my movement and everything, and that's my turn.
Okay. That brings me to Brevrak, Black Shroud. It is your turn.
With a shout of "Commander!" I dash across.
Okay. Full 60 feet.
Fine.
All right.
You'll take
an attack. Let me let's roll for one here. So I do believe, it's the only thing they have. 7's not going to hit you though.
7's not going to hit.
So, nope.
I rush up there, So that's that you said 60 feet.
60 feet. Yeah. If you and now you did take your action to dash, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay.
So I'm gonna action surge and cut this machine apart or cut him down.
Okay. Okay. Now he's chained. Like these are metal chains. I mean, you can try.
Wait, did I see a lever?
There was a lever that was kicked, and kind of gave way, and is what has been releasing probably whatever this mechanism is.
I'm gonna see if I can push it back the other way to reverse.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a strength check real fast.
Temple of Doom.
It is very Temple of Doom.
Oh no, that's only an 11. Wait, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 16. 7 face.
One more than you needed. You needed a 15. So good.
All right.
Good. So Bravrak quickly runs
stand
past,
together.
grabs a hold of the lever, and then just slams it back in place. And as you do, Bravrak, like it takes a moment where you've got to hold it, and like the gears aren't quite catching. They were moving so quickly. And Glazik's screaming, and then it finally stops. It's, That's not.
Are you okay?
So, that then brings me to the creatures. Unfortunately, Velry is still at the entrance. They don't have they can't walk far at all. They kind of stumble out. I'm going to say that one of them will make it to Rogar, and one of them will make it to Brevrak, and then probably one will make it to Moog. The rest of you are good as they kind of stumble after you. So, unfortunately, I need each of you to give me an intelligence saving throw.
Oh no.
Great if it ain't.
I
4.
I like the natural one for Rogar.
It wasn't technically natural. It was a 2, but it's
Two.
-1.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Yeah.
So, let's see here. What's with the 4? Oh, that's your roll,
Me.
Brevrak. Got it.
That was a 4, but you take it down to 3.
Got it. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
No, it's a 5. You take it down to 4. That's it.
So you didn't have to make one die, but thank you anyway. So
Thank you, I
Moog,
passed.
you pass.
Yay.
Rogar and Brevrak, ironically, fail this attack.
I'm a useful kind of dumb.
Let's see here. When this happens,
Alan gets it.
Jesus. There is a discharge of energy as these creatures their mouths kind of open up, and there's a blast of psionic energy in your guys' directions. You're each going to take 4 points of psychic damage that failed, and you are also stunned.
Do I just take 2?
No, you take 4. You each take 4.
Well, I save?
Oh, no. If you save, you don't take any.
Oh, okay.
So, Rogar and Brevrak are stunned right now.
And stunning.
That is the end of the creature's turns because they can't do anything else. Let's see here. That will then bring me to Velry. It is your turn.
Okay, so Brevrak pulled the lever, and that's
Yes.
good. Dude broke.
And then he got stunned. He's going like, "Ah." And so is Rogar. They're both doing it.
How many creatures are not currently in combat that are just roaming around?
Not in combat. So you have one close to Brevrak, Moog, and Rogar, one of each. And then so that leaves us with 2 that are, one of them is trying to stumble towards the direction Dayu is moving. These things don't move fast. They move very slowly. And one that's moving towards you, Velry.
Are they close? Are they like close together to where I could try to attack both of them at the same time?
No, definitely not. No, they're probably within each move that, so probably 40, 50 feet of each other.
Ah, okay. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and, feeling amped, watching everything, and I need a little blood going, so, you see me now. scratch my wrist, open up a scar a little bit, and take a lick and charge the one that's headed towards me. And go, rage. Obviously, I'm raging, right?
Yeah, of course.
And I want to reckless attack.
All right, give me an attack roll.
Okay. Do I need to roll again?
That will definitely hit. Just go ahead and roll damage. You could possibly roll a natural 20, so up to you. Yeah.
So +2, right?
That is more than enough to bisect this creature with just a single swipe. You just swipe through it. Immediately dead. And you still have one more attack. I'll tell you what. Roll me a d20.
Okay.
Roll above 10. I'll say that you're able to get towards where Rogar is, to the one that's kind of trying to attack him. Okay, so you're able to get to the next one. So go ahead and make another attack roll to see if you can cut this one down.
I'm still reckless attacking, so I can.
Oh yeah.
First roll goes.
That definitely hits.
Okay. And then. So 9 points.
9 points. You are one shy of killing this thing, unfortunately. You do rip into it though, and it looks extremely hurt. You dig deep through its back.
Like it.
Okay. That will then bring me to Rognak, whom is in melee with Dayu at this point. And Rognak is going to take his big axe and he's going to try to put it through Dayu's head at this point.
I expected him to run.
Let's see here.
You called my bluff.
That's going to be a 20 to hit.
Oh.
First.
Christ.
The second attack is going to be a...
Oh, she's got stats.
24 to hit. So you're going to take, from the first hit, you're going to take 13 points of slashing damage. And the second hit, you're going to take 14 points of slashing damage as the carver cleaves into you. You run next to him and he two-handed axe just starts ripping into you.
Mistakes were made.
Okay, Dayu. At this point, he is then going to, feeling pretty sure of himself, he's going to stand there and prepare for battle, which is then going to bring me to Moog. It is your turn. Yes, you are not stunned, so yes, it is your turn.
So, I made it about halfway to the lever. Breverac has already disabled the mechanism. And how many more of these creatures are there about me now?
So there's one close to you, Moog, the one that attempted to stun you. There's one on Breverac, very close. There's one in between Velry and Rogar.
Okay.
So
so there's one near me and one on Breverac.
Yes, and then there's a further one that looks like it's moving towards Dayu's back. It looks like it'll be a while before it gets there, though, because
I'm gonna drop my crossbow to the side and two-hand my warhammer, and swing at the one that is within my range, the first one you mentioned.
Okay, go ahead and give me an attack roll.
Yeah. Well, if my website will cooperate, give me 1 second here. And I'm swinging that versatile for max.
Okay.
So for a 17 to hit.
That hits. You want to roll damage?
All right, 12 bludgeoning.
That is enough to pulp this thing immediately.
Nice. And so with that, I'm going to make my movement towards Breverac.
All right. All right.
And I'm going to use Action Surge and take another swipe two-handed at that guy.
Did you use Action Surge already?
No, we took a short rest.
Oh, Breverac did.
I did.
My bad.
Eat that 20
Continue.
and tell me to roll damage.
Go and roll damage.
Oh, that's not enough, but
It's not enough.
it'll take one.
It's not
I did
enough.
put a hurting on him.
Yeah,
now
you do
I'm partnered up near Revy.
All right. You kind of hit it in the back. And it kind of. All right.
I missed one on the way by, right?
Yes, you did. You just crushed one. Which then will bring me to Dayu. It is your turn.
Realizing the mistake I made, I'm going to bonus action patient defense now.
Okay. You kind of
because taking that health potion is like putting a band-aid on my decapitated arm. So we're just going to attack with the sword.
Okay, give me a 21. That hits.
For 9 damage.
9 points of damage. Kind of slice into him. A returning blow after 2 brutal strikes.
Yes, and then I will half on death's door take a defensive stance.
Okay, you kind of. That will then bring me to Rogar, who's stunned, so he does nothing. Then Breverac, who's also stunned, so you do nothing. It is now the creature's turn. Fortunately, you guys don't get a roll, but at the end of the creature's turns, you will not be stunned anymore. However, the creature closest to Rogar, the one that attempted to... I believe it has to actually touch you, though. It does. Damn it. Let's see if it works. Yeah, it's going to attempt to. So... Natural 20.
Shit. Fuck.
He's stunned. I'm sorry. It's an advantage. Let me get the card.
You rolled a 19 and a 20 so far.
Sorry, this one's an advantage.
Bullshit.
I don't know what to tell you. Okay.
Come on, Rogar.
This is going to be what kind of? This is psychic damage. What the hell would that be in this? Ah, okay, it would be this. All right. So Rogar, you are going to take 6 points of psychic damage, and you cannot take reactions for the next 4 rounds.
All right.
Keep that in mind. As the tentacles on its face, it kind of lurches towards Rogar, and they wrap around Rogar's head. And it looks like it's attempting to eat Rogar at this point.
Mind Flayer him?
I'm not going to say. Let's see what happens to Breverac, because another one's going to attack him. That is going to be a 16 to hit Breverac.
Shrug it off.
Misses.
Yep.
Surprisingly, even still stunned, the tentacles wrap around and they don't find purchase.
My baby smooth skin.
The other one. So yeah, there's only 3 up. The other one is going to attempt to keep moving towards you, and that's all it can do. It's going to keep moving. It's getting very close, very, very close. Dayu, you can feel almost like you can hear the slippery, slithering noises as this thing has just been moving as fast as it can in your direction. You hear it, like knock over something behind you. That will then bring me to Velry, and as soon as it's Velry's turn, Rogar and Breverac, you are no longer stunned. Although there is something attached to Rogar's head right now.
That's the one I was attacking, right?
Yes, it was.
Okay. So I'm about to just knock that out.
Go ahead and give me an attack roll then.
Reckless.
It has 1 hit point. it's dead as you rip into it. So yes, it is very much dead. There is one next to Brevrak. Since you haven't taken your movement, I'll say that you're able to make it to him if you want to make another attack roll.
Brevrak is attacking.
Sure. I hope you are. That hits. You do more than enough damage. There's no reason to roll for this one either, because it only has 2 hit points. So you rip. So very very quickly, very on point with what happens in every session, every fight that she's in. She just starts ripping through these creatures, left and right. She has
ripping throats out left and right.
She has killed 4 of the 6 squidlings. So just gonna throw it out there. She's killed 4 of them by herself. She just starts ripping through them. There is like blood and matter just smattered everywhere.
You can tell there's so much pleasure I take in every rip I take out.
Disturbing. It's going to be the end of Valerie's turn. So it's now going to be Rognak's turn. Rognak, seeing Dayu take a stance, is going to try to kill him. This is at disadvantage this time because he feels like he might be able to pull this off. Oh, with a natural 1, he is not going to do it.
Where was that card, bro?
I'm pulling the card. That is going to be okay. So he loses grip on his axe, and he can only wield it with one hand now, so he can't do as much damage as he did before. But he is still going to make a second swing. Does a 16 hit?
Misses.
16
barely.
Misses, barely. As Rognak makes a second swing. And seeing you still standing, you barely skim by. And he's running away from you. You do get an opportunity attack if you'd like to take a Dayu.
It was a 15, right? He doesn't have any bonuses other than that.
What do you mean?
I don't know if you said it was a 15 or a 16.
It was a 16, excuse me. 16,
16 that's a glancing blow then.
Oh shit. Well, let's roll this real fast then.
Yeah, that will determine if I get a reaction.
Yeah, because that's going to be 7 points.
I'm really tired and go to sleep.
7 points of damage. Yep.
Taking a nap.
Die. As you fall down, out. So Dayu goes down, and Rognak. He will wake. The stars will be right. As he runs off, and he's moving in the direction of the stairs. Dayu's unconscious. That then will bring me to Moog.
He's unconscious.
I don't know what happened to him. He's gone. All right. Well, then in that case, let's bypass him to Dayu. Make me a death saving throw.
Oh, is that an 18? That's an 18.
Okay. That's a pass. That's a pass. Which will then bring me to Rogar, son of Amu. Oh, his power went out. So we'll see him in a little bit.
Can I make it to the creature
squid thing?
Yeah, it's moving towards Dayu.
So it's getting close now at this point. He's pretty damn far away, I'll be honest with you.
If I can't, it's fine.
Yeah, if you dashed, I would give you next round. You'd probably get to him.
Okay, I'll dash then.
Okay.
I'll run over there.
Start running over there.
Uncle Rico, that javelin.
Do you do anything with your bonus action?
He's not within 15 feet, is he?
Probably not.
Okay, then no.
Okay.
That's my turn.
All right. Then that will bring me to Brevrak. What would you like to do?
Okay. So I'm between Rogar and Dayu, or I'm 60 feet from Dayu, right?
Oh, you're more than 60 feet. You're a pretty good distance. Rogar is closer than you. Dayu bolted across. So think of it this way. He went like across, and you went to the right a little bit. Does that make sense? Towards the center of the room? To go take care of Glassic.
All right, dude. And Velray already slaughtered all the.
There's
minions.
one left, and it's moving towards the unconscious Dayu. It will be there.
Rogar's headed there first.
Turn. Hey, Rogar's getting as fast as he can.
All right. Could I get there within?
You could do the same thing as Rogar, unless you have something that you can get extra speed somehow.
I gotta check on my captain.
It's up to you.
I'm gonna dash. If I can get there by dashing, I'm gonna dash over to either get between it and Dayu, or I'm just gonna engage it.
All right.
Keep it from getting to Dayu.
A dash will put you next to Rogar. Next round, you will be able to get to either Dayu or the
Rogar will get there before me. I'm gonna check on my captain then.
Okay. All right. You move back towards your captain. We'll come back to that after this.
Okay.
Let's. There he is. Because it is his turn. So let's get him. Let him get settled real fast, because this will determine what happens next. 'Cause something very bad's going to happen unless Moog does something. So Moog, it is your turn. Dayu was just ripped to pieces by Rognak.
Okay, here we go.
Yeah,
we're back.
Okay, he's there. So Dayu was just torn up by Rognak, the carver.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
He is laying there bleeding out on the floor. Rognak then ran away.
Okay.
There is one squid creature within a movement of Dayu. You are somewhere around probably 80 to 90 feet away from Dayu. What would you like to do, Mo?
I'm going to drop my warhammer, draw my crossbow, and take a shot.
Okay. Give me a attack roll.
Did you see it?
I did not.
It's critical. It's in the chat log.
Is it? Because I'm not seeing it. Does anyone else see it?
I don't see it either.
I'll
No one else
screenshot
sees
it. Come on.
It didn't exist.
I'm screenshotting it.
I don't see it. I'm sorry. I don't know what to tell you.
I'm screenshotting it. I'm sending it to you right now. It's a critical hit, man.
You send it to me. You send it to me right now. Don't you fudge that. Don't you fudge it either.
Don't trust him.
I want to see this.
There you go. See it?
Yeah, it is. God damn it.
All right.
Okay. I don't know why. I guess because you dropped out for a moment, it doesn't have you back in it yet.
Yeah,
that's fine.
My internet took a
so let me draw a card.
That's
for you.
40-10 in case you wanted to know.
Well, no, not necessarily. We're using the cards, remember?
Oh, okay.
However, it's double damage.
Mm-hmm.
Just go ahead and roll damage, and then we'll double it.
Yeah.
Okay, that's way more than enough. So you, let's put it like this. How would you like to do this? Because this is the last creature.
Is this the guy with the eyeball in his cheek?
No, this is one of the squid creatures.
One of the
humanoid squid creatures.
Right in his little squid beak. Just
okay. And I will say, Moog, just for thematic purposes, you watch as the creature crunches down on top of the unconscious Dayu, and its frails open up, and it looks like it's about to bite into Dayu's skull and remove his brain. What have happened this next turn? As Moog plants a bolt into its beak, and it just kind of falls over to the side, dead.
And then I'll move towards Dayu. I'm going to start moving
Okay,
towards
you move towards Dayu. Now, Velry, is there anything you'd like to do before we break initiative?
Everyone's dead?
Everyone you can see is dead. Rognak definitely got away. Don't know where he went right now, unless you were trying to pursue. Dayu is also bleeding out on the ground.
And then, how close is Dayu to me?
He's a pretty good distance away. You were next to Rogar, so you're looking at probably somewhere around about 90 feet is what I told Breverac.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I'll just make my way towards him because the other dude, yeah.
Okay. All right. So you make your way towards him. Before we do anything else, Dayu, give me one more roll before we try something else here.
Shit, what are we gonna try? 11.
Okay, that's a pass. So you have two passes. So at this point, I'll take us out of initiative unless you guys want to stay in it for some reason. Are we pursuing Rognak somewhere? Are we attempting to? Because otherwise, let me put it like this: would you guys like to drop initiative and then do this again once you catch up to him?
Probably.
How far
Just
away
for the
is
sake of this.
How far away is he?
He sprints, and he was a good distance away from all you. Dayu would have been the only one capable of getting to him.
Can I take a shot at him?
And down.
My captain.
No, he's not in view. He's not in view.
Okay.
So if you look at the map, those are actually stairs.
Right.
You see?
Yep.
If you're approaching that doorway, where Dayu's like down right at the doorway, you would notice that. You guys wouldn't know. You guys wouldn't know if he took the stairs or if he went to the next room. You have no idea because the only person that would have known is down. So I will need probably this would be a perception test from somebody, and I also need somebody to pick up Dayu if somebody's going to do it.
I want to tend to Dayu, so I want to give him. Is he stable?
No, not yet.
Or unconscious? I want to stabilize him. Medicine check.
Yeah, give me a medicine check. And then is anybody looking for Rognak?
I mean, that sucked. Sorry, I took out your intestines, bro.
Well, he's not stable.
What does this do?
I don't need one of those.
Rogar is probably going to try to look for him if no one else is.
Yeah, give me a perception test, Rogar.
Okay.
Do you have any of the healing potions on you, Dayu, at all?
Yeah, I have some. I was going to pop one on it, right?
I was going to pat him
we
down
can take him and leave you to die.
Yeah.
He won't be needing
down for one of
a
those.
7. Rogar, you have no idea. There's echoing noises, and it's dark, but there are also strange noises coming from the next room over. So it's hard to make out what's going on.
Okay.
Can I look for Dayu's medicine packs?
After Dayu makes me one more death saving throw.
Oh, come on.
Because you failed the check.
Shit.
Natural 1, please. Natural 1.
No, I'm up. Or I'm stable.
He's up. He's stable. He's stable. He had 3 successes.
Okay. I'm a stable boy.
All right.
He's stable.
Well, I'll help him stabilize.
You can easily get a hold of it. You do have the proud owner of a point of exhaustion. Enjoy it, Dayu.
Jesus.
Racking him up still.
Yeah. Why not?
Where you at? 5? 4?
Maybe 4. I think
Who
4.
knows? What does it matter? What is exhaustion?
While this is happening,
stuff, my face,
Breverac, Glazik, you've stopped the device. You move to kind of unclasp him. It's a very simple lock. You're pretty damn strong. It's easy to just kind of break them and then break him free. Glazik falls to his knees and just kind of slumps to the floor. Both of his arms are broken. They are like, you can tell that they're broken like at the shoulder and kind of at the elbow. In more than one place, they're just shattered. So he kind of, and he looks like he's been tortured for quite some time. As he's kind of slumped forward. Where am I? How long have I been down here?
I get down, I kind of kneel down and kind of lift his head up. trying to be as careful as possible, and just like, Lord Commander, I do not know. It has been many weeks of confusion up top.
Beverack?
Yes, Lord.
You will receive the highest honor for this rescue.
I do not do this for honors. I do this to serve.
It's Akron. He's gone insane.
I don't have my notes. My notes got deleted. They're in another account. So I'm not. Trust me. I mean, I have them. They're just not on this computer right now because I had computer problems this week. Sorry, kids.
Yes, Akron.
Lord Akron has gone insane. His pet wizard is doing some foul rituals. I stumbled across something a few weeks ago. He's kept me here since.
Your fortitude must be immense, because your body looks broken beyond belief.
Jesus. Go after him. What are you doing?
We will.
Go!
Yes, give him a kick. I follow the guys. I'm out.
Classic's just kind of. You move. All of you kind of catch up in this kind of intermittent space, right there. So, you have a choice to make. There is the stairs, or there is room C. Now, I will say, room C, you can hear that there is something happening in the next room. It sounds like air moving, and there is a strange coldness coming from the chamber. The stairs appear to go up.
I'd like to stealth and move towards room C just to kind of peek around the corner.
Give me a stealth check.
Okay.
13. Okay. Keep that in mind. As you approach the corner, you see, you kind of glance in. First off, give me a perception test. We'll see how deeply you see into this room. 16. All right. So, Moog, as you kind of glance around the corner, you see into the room something that would have been familiar to Zaltkar. There is some kind of strange idol in the center of the room. It appears to be about 2 foot tall. It looks like a creature sitting hunched over with its palms resting on its underside, a mass of tentacles coming down from its face. Strange, almost dragon-like wings, but they're too thin to support the body. And clawed toes on the edge of a pedestal. It's sitting in the center of this room. This is a decently large room. It's extremely dark, unnaturally dark in this room. The idol has 5 yellow stones set into its face where there are eyes. Looks like there's an empty sixth slot. You say that 6 times fast. There is also it is resting upon a series of stones that are arranged in such a way that the angles don't add up. It's hard to look at. Your mind is trying to use logic and the rules of reality to form and understand what you are seeing, but it just doesn't. Something about it is just off. It doesn't make sense.
Like the geometric shape that put the board to sleep. Yeah.
Possibly. Yeah. There's also there are parts of this room that are also kind of, they seem to be in disorder. There seems to be strange corners within the middle of walls that just don't it just doesn't seem right. And floating above the idol itself is a black orb, about 3 feet in diameter, and it's kind of just floating there. It's just a black orb.
How far up in the air is it?
It's about that. It's going to be about 10 feet off the ground. It's kind of floating there above the idol. I mean, if you get close, you could.
Yeah.
It is, and it's emanating this kind of strange aura.
Hold on just a second. I would not probably want to go touch it. Can I perceive anything else about it? Is there any yeah?
It's an emptiness. It looks flat. Like in fact, it looks flat. It's just so. It's empty, a void of some kind. It's very, very strange, Moog.
I'd sneak back around the corner and perhaps tell Breverak and Valerie what I've found. Statue and just these energy floating above it that emanates a strange power.
Did you see the one who ran?
I didn't see what way he go. He was not in there.
He must have went the other way then.
That place. There's stairs that might lead up, but he did not go in that room that I saw.
It's the wise one. Is he awake? How is he? Perhaps he will know what to do. Otherwise, I think we should go upstairs. See if we can find the wretch who.
The wise one, Dayu, 4 levels exhausted and insane. The wise one.
Let's be clear. Insane is the
Redrak's never right.
Negative sanity score. Like 4 levels of exhaustion.
I'm imagining
the wise one.
I'm imagining Nicolas Cage, Snake Eyes. Like
not the bees.
How much time has passed since I stood up?
Maybe I'd say probably about a minute, maybe.
Oh shit!
Not a ton of time.
Can I stealth and go up the stairs?
Are you gonna move up the stairs, Valerie, on your own?
Kind of just. Well, that was the plan.
That's fine. Yeah, go ahead and make a stealth roll.
Oh, geez.
Let's see if your party even notices you leaving. That's a good one. Because they're not the most perceptive individuals.
I think we should go there.
I just literally talked to her face.
Hold on, no, you may not have. Let's see what happens here. 16 for stealth, so passive perception for all of you is worse than that. So Valerie very easily begins to slide away, unnoticed from the rest of you. Unless you want to make it a point to get someone's attention, Valerie, that's up to you.
Well, I was going because Mo said something about. So I was just gonna. I was gonna say, let me go check it out.
Okay, all right, that's fine. She'll bring attention to herself. Damn it.
Okay, so all right.
And then she very quickly disappears.
What are we gonna do with this one? And I make a thumb move over to that girl they took out of the prison.
I'm assuming she's back at the door, the tentacle door. She's just kind of there, just kind of crunched down.
Everyone forgot about her.
Oh, I totally forgot about her. You, miss, come with us so we may get you out of here, please. You will be safe with us, not down here.
I'll listen to battle.
As you're saying this.
See if you find a sword to pick up, perhaps.
That's
or
perfect.
A sharp rock.
As Breverak says this, Valerie, this is a spiral staircase going up, and it goes up for a long time.
Before we get too far out of sorts, Moog would like to go pick up his warhammer and
as you kind of move back to the
recover
room,
a couple of bolts if possible.
Okay, well, to recover bolts, I'm going to need you to give me a survival roll.
Okie doke. Ooh, 6. I don't find any of them.
You find none of them, unfortunately.
Damn. But I do pick up my warhammer.
Yeah, that's easily found. You kind of pick up your warhammer, kind of slide it on your back.
Yeah.
There are several rooms unexplored down here if you guys want to look at them, but it doesn't seem like it. Seems like we're going up the stairs. So,
Robert wants to take a look at that room with the statue.
You do.
I will go with friend Rogar.
Rogar kind of peeks in. I get a similar view as what Moog saw, except for Rogar recognizes the statue, the idol in the center.
Elder, this appears to be the statue we found many days ago. I'm unsure what we should do with it. Do you believe we should destroy it?
I think we should destroy it. What's that thing above it?
I do not know. It's cold, empty.
Moog's just going to take a shot at it, at the void. I'm just going to shoot the void.
Moog raises his crossbow.
Yeah.
And that's where we're going to take our first break.
I like to imagine